Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tom and today I would like to go through some Instagrams, some trend mood, some indie mood. Let's take a look at some new releases, see if anything exciting is coming our way, something that would intrigue me, something that would intrigue you. Let's see if it exists in this world. Let's see what we have here. I don't know that I want to go. All right, this is from Phytosurgeons. They're releasing new highlighters. I don't know about these. Okay. So this one and this one look pretty similar. This one seems to be a rose gold. These two seem to be similar. And I realize that they're highlighters, but they feel like they look ashy to me on this complexion. I would like to see them buffed out, but Lord knows the last thing I need right now is a highlighter, so I will likely be passing on those. What's this? Necromancy Cosmetica is releasing their first ever eyeshadow palette, a gothic romance coming in March. I mean, the packaging is cute. I'm assuming those are the shades. It seems weird to do a goth palette with no black. Let's click on their profile to see if there's anything like more than this. No. All right, so that wasn't helpful whatsoever. This one is an ad. It's Black Moxie Cosmetics. Sony Brand's releasing their first eyeshadow palette. Wait, hold on. What are these? I don't care about this. I truly don't care about that. But these, what are those? Tell me more about those. Yeah, the single shadows look stunning. Tell me more about those. Is there any more photos? Let's forget about, okay. These are not bad prices. So there are going to be 11 single shadows. There's 5 duochromes. I'm very intrigued by this guy right here. Interesting that these two look exactly the same. I wonder if they are the same shade. I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh wait, hold on. That's like it's a hot pink. That's beautiful. These are moderately priced, especially for chromes, like duochromes, because Lord knows that you can pay an arm and a leg for some duochromes. But these are beautiful. I'm interested in this. This palette is no. It's a no. I'm tired of I don't know. Someone needs to just nail a pastel palette so everyone can move on, because I feel like everyone has been on the hunt for the perfect pastel palette, and like Pastel Goth came out, and like obviously that was when Kat Von D was still in part of the brand, so like obviously that was part of the problem, but also it lacked pinks. And then didn't Lorac try to do it, and that was bad. I don't remember anyone liking that. And I don't know. I have personally moved on from wanting a pastel palette, but talk to me in 3 months whenever the perfect pastel palette comes out. I don't know. I don't know. It's also interesting that I'm me. I have really come to appreciate like a very neutral eyeshadow palette, and I don't know if it's because I'm lacking creativity or it's just like I know it's so much easier to just. Sorry, I'm using a webcam to record this, and it is like doing some shifty stuff, but I think it's because I keep leaning in and leaning back, and it has to autofocus. Okay. Copacetic Cosmetics. They always do these quads. I don't know that. I don't know. With greens, I really like an army green if I'm gonna like do a green, or like the little bit of green I have on my lids today, like something like that. I don't know. I know a lot of people right now are like very into green, like just a green eyeshadow palette. I need more than green to play with if I'm gonna do a green look. I think there just needs to be green involved. I don't know that I like want a whole green situation on my lids. What's happening here? Oh, Danessa Myricks is going to be in Sephora, which I'm very excited about. I wish this would have happened when I still worked there. Here's one that I have been eyeing up. I've already been eyeing this up. So this is from Lunatick Cosmetics. They are a Australian brand. They're an Australian, I believe, because I've looked into this a little bit because I was trying to find the release date, because Indie Mood posted this 6 days ago as the time of I'm recording this, and so it's pretty, but some of the swatches have me going and especially if I'm going to ship it from Australia. It's like the reverse problem that the beauty news people here have. It's like I have to then ship it from Australia to here. These two shades look really pretty, and so does this. But I have the Noctex Antiquity palette on my lids, and it has like this mustard. It doesn't have a red like that, so I would like that red, but it has like a teal. It's very like subculture-ish. I'm not saying it's exactly like subculture, but like there's definitely like vibes of that. And I think that I'm like very into this grungy color situation that I have, like that's going on right now. So I'm like very into this. I want to know how much it is, how much it would cost with shipping, and I need to see some people use it before I would make a decision. But also, if I brought this into my collection, like I just got the Antiquity palette, I feel like it would be like I would keep one or the other. This one just has some better, like this one has more shimmers in it. The Antiquity palette has 3 shimmers in it, and they're all pretty dark. The gold that's on my inner corner is like not even really a highlight. I just like have it there. So I don't know. I have a little crush on this one. I have a little crush on her. So Tower 28 Beauty released these 3 blushes. I want all of them. I want the orange one. And as I learned from going through my makeup collection recently, if you saw my videos, I already have 4 orange blushes. But I'm gonna start playing this new rule. If something comes in, something similar must go. And then if I have them both, I have to like use them both and make the decision on which one's going to stay. So then I should really be thinking about what I'm bringing into my collection. Like that's fingies crossed what I want to do. But I think very likely I'll be seeing these in one of these in my collection at some point. Ooh. Okay. Well, okay. So they're iridescent wet liners. So, okay. I think I like these in theory. In theory. I don't know that I like the way these look, but I like the idea of like an iridescent topper. Do I have to wet them myself? Like if you're looking, I'm looking at these like black. First of all, if these are the swatches that Glisten is putting out themselves, I think that was a choice, especially the ones with the black liner, like the black base. I'm unsettled by this. Are you unsettled by this? I'm like unsettled by this. I don't like this. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, no, we have to move on. Alien Cosmetic. Ooh, oh, there's like a stick zit right here, and I just found it. Oh, that's not right. Alien Cosmetics, new collab with Capricorn, available. Who's Capricorn? No shade. I don't know who that person is, or that I don't know what that is, or is it who? Is this a pigment palette? Those look very, 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 very bright. Okay, at first I was like, I really like this. And now I'm like looking at it. It's like this blue, this blue, this blue. And like arguably this periwinkle. Like there's they're all purple. Like it's blue heavy. It's blue heavy. And then we have like this red, which looks orangey, but who knows? It could just be the photo. Like at my love at first sight is like this lime green. And then I'm like, oh, yellow. And then I'm like, oh, pink. But I haven't found like a neon shadow, that is like not a water activated thing that I like. And that feels like a neon, because the second it gets on your eyes, it's like that's not it. I don't know. I think it's almost cool. I kind of wish that we would have taken away some of these blues and maybe offered up some deeper nude, because we have this, which would be great for like some transitioning, and like something like a little bit darker than that and something deep, so you could really go for it. Because I think the contrast of something dark, super dark, with all of these super brights would be like where it's at. Oh, this design is cool. Like this artwork, that's very cool. It feels like almost like straight guy video game fantasy. That's what it looks like to me. Like there is almost nipple. What's this? What is this? What is this? Eclectic Beauty Cosmetics and Petals and Poison. Is that, they must be a band because it says a new song. Okay. Okay. I see some lipsticks. No, I see blushes. Ha. I like these. These compacts. I wish I could see one. Is there more? Okay, yes, please. I wanted to see the blushes up close, and I wanted to see the top of the compact. Is that what the top of the compact looks like? Maybe it's that. What's the Hotel Antoinette? Is that the name of the song? I'm not getting enough information in deep. Ooh. Okay, so I have an Adept magnetic palette, and it's great. I have no idea about their eyeshadows. This is pretty. This is pretty. So pretty. This is pretty. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, wait. Okay. First of all, what is this color? Because I love it. It looks green, but it doesn't look green. Sometimes it looks brown, but then it looks green. With those. Okay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I like this. I don't even care that there aren't, like, I also, the days of a well-balanced palette are behind me. I would, if I wanted to use, like, these are beautiful shimmers. And first of all, you can mix a couple of, like, you could do a lot with this. But, like, I could bring another matte eyeshadow palette into my life. Like, I can do that. So, this is pretty. I can't even say anything else. This is pretty. The Adept magnetic palette I bought was like $34. I guess this seems in there. Those pans look really big. I wonder how big, like, it looks. I would like to try this. All right, moving right along. Okay, Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics. This isn't in regards to this. Well, yeah, okay. Well, are these satin cake liners? Is that a thing you can do? I just have never seen them. The Genesis palette was created to celebrate Black History Month. So I wonder if this has come to... Oh, that's cute. I like that packaging. Let's just check Midas. I want to see if this Genesis palette is a thing. No. No. Where is it? Okay. I feel like a bunch of brands recently have like started coming out with these cake liner palettes. I just sell singles. That's a lot of pink eyeliner. That's a lot of pink eyeliner. And then I get the red and the green, but I don't know. It looks like, I don't know. No. Give me 9 completely different colors. Like this pink is interesting. I'm very interested in these like the metallicness of those. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know how that would work. But, I want to get up and leave. I've heard great things about Menagerie Cosmetics upon the internet. I'm done with the monochromatic palettes. I'm done. I've had it officially. Because that's all this is. It has like a cream shade, but everything else leans pinky purple. Even like this top, does that say squeak? Okay. I thought it said squeer for a second. I was like, what the okay. It's like cute, I guess. But this, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so bothered by monochrome palettes, because I do love like a monochrome face look, like where your blush and your eyeshadow and then your lip are like all kind of in the same color family. Like, I love that. I do. But like a whole ass eyeshadow palette with just purples or just greens or like just yellows. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm also trying to live in a world where it's like, when I find my purple of my dreams, that's the purple of my dreams, and I don't need to like dip into other purples. I don't know. This does not inspire me, but I know it's inspiring a lot of other people. So like, I'll let you live your life, but like, this isn't for me. Thanks, Indie Mood, for your time and commitment and service. I want something from Trixie Cosmetics. I do. But Trixie, no. It's okay. First of all, this looks like the Icy Betch palette that Tarte released as a joke and then actually released. What? I like I will say Trixie's blush palettes do look divine. And that I would snag one of those. But like I said, I don't need a blush. I don't need blush right now. Like, that's not something that I should be in the market for, but it's all I want, right? I don't care for this. And I don't know if her glitters are biodegradable. The patch is cute. These are cute. Wait, hold on. Take a look at this. Then take a look at that. Those look different, don't they? Is this like a mock-up? Maybe it's just because this one's been used. That's interesting. Is this like from like a, I don't know, like, it's interesting that this is touched. I guess if this is marketing photo. Trixie looks great in blue though. She really does. Okay. Well, you know, this isn't my fantasy. I think blue is such a hard color. Listen, I lived it through the aughts, right? Where we made a lot of like silvery blue eyeshadow situations tragic with a heavy black liner. And when I say we, it wasn't me at the time. But I remember those days. And I could see people in my age bracket being not thrilled with the idea of this trend coming back. But I guess Gen Zs would probably be into it. Like, they didn't have a Mimi to be scared to look like. I guess I'll put a photo of Mimi down there for those of you who don't know who Mimi from the Drew Carey Show is. That's interesting. Okay, yeah. Is blue like a trend that we're doing now? I don't know. What's that? Who's that? Estee Lauder. Oh my God. It's available at Nordstrom. Rebellious Rose. This blush. Is there more? Oh, this is beautiful. It's limited edition. Is it gone? $32 isn't $32 isn't that bad for a blush. Okay. I do love a luxe moment. This looks cute. I love this packaging. This is pretty. That's the literal last thing I need to add to my collection, but I am. Oh, it's limited. You don't need a blush. I don't know that I have a color that's just like this, but I have colors that are close enough. This is really pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm moving on. Moving on. Ooh, what are these? The Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm from KVD Vegan Beauty. Is this what the finished packaging is? There's no logo on it, which could be smart. That could be smart. They should change the logo. $38. How much do you get in it? Full coverage. Full coverage? Full coverage? A full coverage balm? I don't give a fuck that there's apple extract in it. What's the ingredient from the apple what is it doing? What is it doing? Okay, fully recyclable, compact, no mirror, no magnets, no metal. Okay, that's great. I like that. I have a lot of questions. I will be seeking this out in store because I have questions. The full coverage thing is the thing that is interesting if it's a balm. Because typically, like I have balms that are blushes, lip balms. Those are normally like sheerer, lighter, like a lighter coverage that's like buildable. But this is promising full coverage off the top. It's like they almost did it. I think like I would like to see KVD Vegan Beauty like do something. Like do something. But I don't know that this was the move. It's almost the move. If this was like medium coverage or like light medium coverage, I think they would have like hit the nail on the head. People would be after this. But it says full coverage. And I just like don't understand. But the shade range looks pretty good, which is great because not all brands are really. This is fascinating. I want to try this. I have questions. Those are okay. I'm not mad at this. The shade range seems reasonable to me. It's okay. Why are we so hung at Apple? The Good Apple Skin Perfecting Balm. This is wild. Okay, I'm gonna move on from this. Hindash is pretty talented. He has a very specific thing that he does. That's cool. I'm excited to see the brand. I'm excited. I think it should be simple and beautiful because I feel like that's really what he does. So that's exciting. Pop off. I was debating not commenting on this. I was. I think it could be cool if Chris leans in, if this happens, if Chris leans in to making cool, awesome products that are going to be great for maturing skin, then I could be into this. Because I feel like no one's marketing directly to people who have maturing skin. And it was a big thing like at Sephora when I would recommend products to people. It seemed to me that people who I would say like probably over the age of 50, there was like one of 3 brands that they would trust for me to like take them to. It would be like YSL, it would be Dior or it'd be Clinique. And the Clinique one was always because it was just always what they used. And they would not like let you tell them, like help them branch out into something else, even if you thought it was going to work better for them. So if this happens, I think it would be really cool if Chris launched new product where it was like, hey, I'm a woman of a certain age. These products are for women who have the same concerns that I have for my skin and how I want my makeup to look. I think that would be cool. And start like a new brand that's marketing directly to them that could feel still hip and but also welcoming to that clientele. So there you go. There you go. I was going to do PR, so that was some spin for you. I was listening to who was talking about this. I was either Hannah of Smoky Glow, or maybe it was Teresa is Dead, was talking about this and like how they always come out with these limited edition beauty blenders. I literally think it's just so that they don't grow stale and people are like thinking of them. I don't think the actual intention is to get you super excited to buy a beauty blender. I just think they release new colors of it so that you're like, oh yeah, I need to re-up on my beauty blender. And then like maybe you'll buy this one. This one already looks dirty, so great. I would get that one. I really like the packaging of the Artist Couture eyeshadow palettes. I really do. I think they look so good. And then this one is like particularly pretty. It is a pastel palette, so I'm not interested for that reason. And then there's a hot pink in it, so like that's a little bit confusing. But it's nice to see color. Like color. You know, I know we're moving into spring, but I feel like Artist Couture gave me the vibe. I'm not saying that this is what they were going for, but it was like snobriety, like high society snobbery. We only do like neutrals, and we only are like trying to look like bitchy bitchy neutrals. And so it's nice to see color. Interesting. No. Stop it. I like just screamed about this the other day to Tiffany. ColourPop used to be like so smart and cool about what they did, and then they released that Yes Please palette, and then everything has exploded since then, because yes, they were filling a gap in what they sold by providing a panned pressed eyeshadow palette. And then like, what are they doing now? Every second of every day, I feel like ColourPop is releasing something, and garbage. I will never, I'm not going to say never, but I do not foresee myself ever purchasing ColourPop for the sole purpose, like for a palette or for one of these collections they did. I got super hyped when they were going to do Sailor Moon, and then that collection was so boring, and it didn't feel in the spirit of Sailor Moon at all. And I'm not even the biggest Sailor Moon. I don't feel like I know all of the lore, but like I like Sailor Moon. I like the OG 5 Sailor Scouts, and I know that's like, see, like that's how not I, you know what I mean? And it's just, first of all, I feel like they are like, what IP can we get to work with us? So like Bambi, did Bambi need a makeup collection to be released? unless like they, and the only reason I could see this even being a thing that they would want to do is like if Disney was re-releasing Bambi, if it was like the whatever year anniversary of Bambi, maybe. But honest to God, my God. Ew, what? Why? 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 Because they used to have like their, and like the super shock shadows are what they are. You love them, you hate them. They are what they are. And I have used some that I really liked, and I have used some that I have hated from the super shock shadows. But like the only reason I would recommend anyone to buy anything from ColourPop would be they have colored eyeliners that aren't that expensive, and that's like a great way to try something before you're spending like $30 on a colored eyeliner. Maybe you would just want to try a green eyeliner, and you're like, it doesn't even have to be the best formula. See if you like the color. I don't get it. Or like the color mascara, like that's fun. It's inexpensive, and like, do you really want to spend $25 on a color mascara? Like, I get it, but this, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. I'm not even asking ColourPop to be innovative. Just like take a fucking second and put something together that feels special, because you're out here looking like Morphe with all of this. Like this, that's what I like. ColourPop is like morphed itself. I just don't trust it. And I know there are people that like swear that I have never used one of their pressed shadows, and I don't think I ever will. I don't know. I don't know. Just do something cool. Don't get a cool IP and ruin it. Just do something cool. Because this isn't it. No. Stop it. Benefit. What are you doing? Benefit. Stop it. 36-hour wear. This mascara never fucking comes off. I think that we, as a society and a makeup culture, should operate under the assumption that the mascara promises that it won't smudge or flake. Even though some do, a lot do. I think I am operating under the idea that you think that it's not going to, that it shouldn't. But honestly, Benefit, do something that isn't mascara or blush or bronzer. Please. This is MAC Cosmetics and Harris Reed. I've seen this floating around upon the internet. I think this packaging is divine. And this is for this person is gender fluid. Harris Reed is gender fluid. Yeah, this packaging is sick. The eyeshadow palette is leaving me something to be desired, but I also could see this being like an exciting everyday palette for somebody. So I think that's cool, but maybe we don't say glam rock with this, because this doesn't feel glam rock. The thing that is confusing to me is this lipstick palette. I don't know. I'm not futzing around with the lipstick palette. I just am not. Unless you're a makeup artist, you're an actual makeup artist and you're doing work on clients, there's just no need for like a personal use lipstick palette. Unless you are like a makeup artist at home who needs to mix their own shades. But these aren't shades that you can mix your own crazy color. It's like you could do brown and then mix it with this and do dark brown, or you do red and you can mix it with this and do dark red. So I don't see that. This cream, where is this? Oh, that's a purple. It looks black in the pan. No. This, I'm interested. Do we have swatches of that? That is pretty. I don't know that I could use these shades. Maybe they're sheer and they've just really built them up. But like, that's kind of cool. I love cream cheek products. The gold is a lot though. I don't know. I think MAC is so hit or miss with what they're doing with their collections. I don't hate this. And I don't know if I can credit Harris Reed or if I credit MAC for that. So, no. Becca, stop. Let's just talk about this for a second, and then this will be the end of the video. Because I've been talking for a long time, and I'm going to cut out a lot of stuff, I'm sure. I just don't understand why Jaclyn Hill gets to have this many opportunities. She not only has kind of like fucked up every launch she's done, even those mystery boxes. Like, people didn't trust those mystery boxes because that's how Jaclyn that's what she's proved herself. She's only had drama with every release, whether it was a collaboration or her own brand. And now she's going to get rewarded and put into some Ulta Beauties. I know it's not like every Ulta Beauty that she's going to get put into. Her range, what is her range of products? She has lipsticks and highlighters. There are so many brands I would rather see in an Ulta. Ulta carries a lot of indie brands on their website, not really in store. And like Ulta Online has Sugar Pill. It has a bunch of different brands that you can't really find in the stores at Ulta, but they have them online. And then Jaclyn Hill gets to take up a bay, 2 bays. I don't know. Which side of the store is Jaclyn Hill going to be on? Because I don't know, any Ulta I've been in is on the left is your drugstore, lesser cost products. And then on the right is like your, I'm not even going to say higher end because I don't think that like anything that Ulta has in the stores is like super. Anyway, long story short, like Jaclyn Hill has been given too many chances and too many opportunities that she does not deserve and has not proven herself worthy of. I realized that she was ridiculous. She's a talented makeup artist and she has done a really good job making a name for herself and make herself kind of a household name through YouTube. Like, I get that. That's awesome. I'm not trying to take that away from her. But what I'm saying is, like, she's done disastrous launches. And the blame is never on her. And I just don't understand, like, why she gets to have this opportunity when there are so many other brands that the internet talks about that aren't, like, major brands that would deserve this spotlight. Like, I would love to go. I think Colored Rain says they're in Targets. I have yet to see a Colored Rain product in a Target. But, like, why not Colored Rain? Or Sugar Pill. I would love to be able to go, like, buy Sugar Pill somewhere. And we get Jaclyn Hill. I don't know. That's garbage to me. It just is. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you for browsing the internet with me, looking at new makeup releases. It's been fun. It's been real. I'll see you in the next one because I just can't. Links are in the description box below if you want to know anything that's going on with anything. My whole life. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to write my diary in there. Okay, bye.